You can't, I mean, even if the government says that they don't think people should be drinking raw milk because it's not healthy, that's a choice that Americans get to make on their own because supposedly they're free. They're free to make choices for themselves. They don't have to abide by the dictates coming from Washington, D.C.
Well, according to FDA, that's not so. I mean, we've actually filed a lawsuit challenging this interstate ban, and they put their feelings about freedom of choice right on the public record. They said there's no absolute right to consume or feed children any particular food. There's no right to obtain, no fundamental right to obtain any food you wish, and that there's really no fundamental right to your own physical and bodily health.
Well, what about the fundamental? If I have a right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, these are fundamental rights of being an American. If drinking raw milk makes me happy, I have a right to drink it. You know, I'm not hurting anybody else. Nobody is getting sick because I decide to consume raw milk. And you know what? Maybe the raw milk is actually better. Maybe by drinking the stuff in the supermarkets, I'm not going to be as healthy. Maybe I'm not going to live as long. Maybe the government is shortening my life by forcing me to drink government-sanctioned milk instead of the healthier milk that I'd prefer to buy.
Well, I think there's no question. If you did the opposite of what FDA said to do, you'd live a lot longer than if you did everything they said to do.
That's par for the course with government, so I wouldn't doubt that.
They should control your food choices. They say they're especially worried about the children. You know, I always thought parents had the right to control the diet of their children, not FDA. But when it comes to raw milk, FDA thinks otherwise.
Well, that's how the government looks at people. They think we're a bunch of little children who don't know any better, and it's up to the government to protect us because parents are a bunch of fools, and they don't care about their own children. And if it wasn't for the government, they would feed them rat poison. And so the government has to step in and make sure that parents take care of their own children because the government cares more about them than they do. That is the elitist attitude of the welfare state, and it is a huge, huge problem.